Hey friend, how are you today? I know you mentioned on the phone a little while ago that you were a little embarrassed because as a kid you never learned how to fold paper airplanes. And that seems like kind of a silly thing that we might be ashamed of, something little like that. But sometimes little things that we feel embarrassed about can lead to our lack of confidence in bigger areas of our life. So, I came over today because I thought it would be a good idea if I showed you how to fold some paper airplanes, and we could do that together. And I know a couple that I could teach you, and maybe we can go through some more advanced ones as well, and we can see what kinds of paper airplanes we can build together today. Does that sound good? Okay, great. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun too. So I have some paper here. I thought we would start with just a simple paper airplane build. So, the first thing that you want to do, and this is usually the case for most paper airplanes that you make, is you want to fold it in half first, usually long ways. And you want to make sure that it is pretty exact, because this is going to be a way for you to tell where your other folds should go. So get it about as exact as you can. And then you want to have a really hard crease. So you want to take your fingernail and you want to run it along the fold like this. And then you have a really nice, clean, crisp fold down the middle. So you want to open that up. And now you have a line that goes from the top to the bottom. And it tells you where to make your other folds. So we're going to take one of the corners and we're going to fold it down so that it meets in the middle of that line. And then very carefully make a rough crease. Then again, take your fingernail and rub it from top to bottom to make a very hard crease. Then take the other corner and fold it down so that it's even with the previous one. Make a basic crease and then use your fingernail to make a hard crease. Okay, then now that you have the basic part, you take that middle part and you fold it down again to the middle of the page. And this is a little bit trickier to stay even, so just carefully work it down the crease until you have a basic crease, and then use your fingernail again to run it all the way down the edge of that paper airplane. And then do the same thing on the next one. crease down with your fingernail to make it a hard crease. Fold it back over again. You want to fold one side onto the other. Okay. And then you fold the edge down. And run your fingernail down the edge to make that hard crease. And then turn it over and do the same thing again. Paper airplanes is all about symmetry. It will only fly straight if each side is exactly the same. So you have to be very careful. It's better to work slowly and not quickly. And there you go. Let me look at yours. Oh, that's great. You did a really good job for your first paper airplane. Congratulations. See, it wasn't that hard, was it? Sometimes we miss things as kids that other kids are doing around us, and we feel embarrassed because we weren't able to learn whatever little thing it is. And then as you get older, it becomes more and more embarrassing to talk about it. So I, for one, can't blow a bubble with bubble gum. That's something that I never learned, and I have always wanted to learn, and I've tried, but I just don't have the knack. So maybe next time you can teach me how to blow a bubble with bubble gum. Do you know how to do that? You do? That's great. I'm glad. Maybe you could teach me. Would you teach me next time? You will? Thank you. Thank you. We'll have to schedule another one of these, and you can show me how to blow a bubble with bubble gum. Okay? Well, this is our first paper airplane, and it looks pretty good. Now, some things you can do to make it fly even better. You can put tape along the edge here so that it doesn't come apart, because what happens is when you throw it, it can open up. You throw it and it opens up. And then it's not able to fly anymore. So if you put tape right here, it stops that from being able to open up. Something else you can do is you can put a paper clip, or you can tape a penny to the nose, and then we'll give it some more weight. And then when you throw it, it helps it to fly a little bit straighter because you have weight in the front, and it helps it to fly better. I don't know why that is with physics. I'm not a physicist. All I know is how to fold a paper airplane. So here it is, and there it goes. So let's see if we can fold another one. Okay, so this time we're going to do all of those same steps, but we're going to add a little bit extra at the end. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and run through this again. You can do it with me, and we'll add a little bit at the end. crease. Making that edge crease. This one is a little uneven, so we'll see how well it flies. Okay, so this is where we stopped with this part before we folded it in half and went to the other side. But we're going to do one more thing here. We're going to fold it again down the middle, long ways. As the paper gets folded more and more, it becomes harder and harder to crease because it becomes thicker. But you still want to try and get as sharp of a crease as you can. It also becomes a little bit harder for it to be even because we make more and more folds. Each fold is a little bit different than the previous one. But I think we're going to manage. So now we have that. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over. And then we're going to do what we did before to make the wings. And these wings are going to be very, very small. They're probably half the size of the wings of the one that we just made before this. And here's this one. A little bit more like a jet, maybe. Again, you can put a piece of tape down the middle if you'd like, or a paper clip at the front, or tape a penny to it to give it more weight on the nose. So, let's see how it flies. That one goes straighter than the other one because it's more aerodynamic. Again, I'm not a physicist, but I do know how to build a couple paper airplanes, so there's that. Those are the only two that I know off the top of my head. Those are the two that I would always build when I was a kid. I've built lots of other kinds of paper airplanes, but I always have a book with me so that I can go along with the instructions. So I don't have a book today, but I thought that I would pull up a website on my laptop and we see if I can get through this one or not with you, okay? Okay, so the first step that we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half again. No, that's not true. See, I've never done this before. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a triangle. By folding one corner to the other side. Make that soft crease. Run your fingernail along it to make a harder crease. Okay. And then unfold it. Do the same thing on the other side. I believe these are going to be our guidelines. To know where our other folds should go. Okay. So there we go. We have a nice little X in the middle of the paper now. Now, turn it over like that. And we're going to take the top right corner and we're going to fold it so that the edge meets this crease. I don't know if you can hear that bird behind me or not. There's definitely a bird outside the window. Okay. Do the same thing with the next side. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then we want to fold it in half. We're going to make another guiding crease. Make that a hard crease. To unfold. Going through this together. Like I said, I've never done this before. So now we fold the top down. So that the very top meets the very bottom. Make that hard crease. Okay. And then fold the two top corners now so that their points meet at the middle. See, you're natural at this. You know what to do. Okay. Well, let's keep going then, okay? Okay. So now we're going to unfold again. Those creases were another guide. A guiding crease. This is very challenging. Okay. Now take that top part. And you want to fold it up so that the lines that we just folded intersect in the middle. Yeah, you got it. That's it. You did a great job. It goes right there in the middle. And then we want to fold the corners again so that the edges of these sides meet. Make that hard crease. It's hard to do because the edge of the paper is so small already. Okay, I think we did an okay job. What do you think? Yeah, this is a little tough, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Now, I'm not quite sure what it's saying. Come take a look. Tell me what you think. Come read this and see if you think you can understand it, because I'm having a hard time understanding. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Thank you for explaining that to me. I understand now. So we're just going to fold that over then, like this. Okay. Great. Thank you for explaining that. There we go. This is already looking pretty interesting. I like it. We're going to fold the top down so that the top, or rather the bottom of the top, meets the top of those corners that we just made. That hard crease. Okay. And now we want to fold this whole thing in half. Okay. I want to make sure we have really good, crisp creases wherever we can make it. It's hard to do at the very front because there's so many layers of paper. It's pretty thick. Okay. The picture that it's giving me, I don't think is really making much sense. But I think I understand the idea. wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. It was a little challenging in a couple of places, but hey, you know what? We did it, didn't we? I like it. I like it. Let's see how it flies. Oh, so good. Flew so straight. Nice. Well, nice work. You did a really good job. You did a really good job with your plane, and I had a really fun time making these with you. So maybe we can make some more another time. Maybe we could find some even more complicated ones next time. I've seen some pretty crazy paper airplane folds out there, so maybe we can do a few of those later. Okay. Okay. Well, I gotta get going, but this has been a lot of fun. So can't wait to see you